So Leo, have you read the chapter?
Of course not.
Okay, okay, okay. So I did. I actually read it last night. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, the reason why we yeah it's Friday. We couldn't record on Thursday because I didn't have electricity. But I used a little bit of data I had to read the chapter. So yeah. But okay. And do you know anything like I don't know spoilers or I don't know Twitter
I
trends?
mean,
I don't know anything like that.
someone posted the Yamato pick. One Piece is crazy good this week.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, it is. Oh my god. Oh, crazy again. Again, like
and I,
I have to say, I think every week we have to say this. That post Wano Oda, he's built different. Like, like you know. Uh, so you saw that meme? Yeah, it's a good meme.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah.
But aside from that, I didn't see any actual spoilers or any trends.
Mm,
Maybe I just
mm-hmm.
missed them.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
luckily, I have no, almost no clue whatsoever.
Okay. 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 Good. So, I'm assuming you already have the chapter up. Actually, let me share my
Yes,
screen on
sir.
Discord. Yeah, let me share my screen on Discord for that way you can follow along. Okay, we do that. Now, there's a moment. There's a moment that I want you to be in the same page that I am. It is. There's a moment.
Okay.
I don't want you to go reading ahead.
Don't
Yeah,
worry. I'll try to not skip.
yeah. Okay. So, alright. So the chapter is the only family I've got. Sad title. Really sad title. And the cover story is Pudding's been kidnapped. I'm assuming Brule saying that, and then Cracker he got off screen. No death. Uh, he got packed. Same thing shipping probably by Aokiji. So yeah.
Yeah,
I said
seems
Alban.
like it.
I said Alban. I meant to say Cracker. So yeah, Cracker got baby shook. Yep. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. Hopefully it's Aokiji and not. It's not gonna be like Caesar with his I forgot the name of his the gas that he uses that turns people into stone
The
Shiro
one that's an
something.
axolotl.
Yeah. Well, he used Smiley for it, but yeah. Um, but yeah, I think it's Aokiji. It just looks like ice. Doesn't look like how he draws stones. Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, I guess before we start, any predictions? I guess what do you think the chapter is gonna be about? Judging by the title.
We're,
Okay.
we're gonna see Vegapunk.
Okay. The Vegapunk, you mean, or one of the satellites?
One of the Vegapunks.
Okay, one of the another Vegapunk.
It,
Okay.
it's 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 something very unlikely, but we're gonna see a Vegapunk.
Okay. So that's what you think the title is referring to, like because it says the only family I've got. You know.
Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it seems like I'm imagining Vegapunk being a lonely guy, yeah,
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
or
My
lonely
brother said,
girl,
yeah. My
or
brother said this.
lonely person in this case.
Yeah. My brother, he thought the same thing. He's like, let me guess, Vegapunk. He's going to say that, and these are the only, they're the only family I got, referring to the satellites. Okay.
Hims,
Yeah.
himself, yeah.
Yeah. Basically himself. Yeah. He's only referring to himself. Okay. Good prediction. Because I thought when I read the chapter, I thought about the same thing. I'm like, oh, okay. That's that's the only family Vegapunk got. So now this first page. It says here, as I find meal, few delish. That was Bonnie. What's keeping everybody? That was Luffy and Chopper says about they all love the food machine except maybe Sanji. It's funny, Chopper. He's in Kung Fu Point basically. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And also, honestly, I don't know. I think Sanji. Okay, yeah, Sanji will. I think Sanji will begrudgingly like this machine because he wants to feed everyone, right? And then
Yeah.
and this machine, will will do that, right? But Sanji also wants to cook, so that's why I think he will begrudgingly likes the machine. I don't think he's going to hate it. necessarily, you know. But maybe he will say, "Oh, this is not actual cooking or whatever." But something like that. But I don't know. Like food is food. I think at the end of the day. So I don't think he's going to complain that much. Anyway, oh well, sir, I forgot her name. Atlas. Yeah, the Atlas says you guys sure can eat. All four of you have bulging bellies, and the Jinbei he's like, mine was already like that. So funny, so funny. Calling Jinbei fat, and Jinbei's like, oh, I was already like this, you know. And then we got this the recycle cur. It's like a recycling dog, and he's like eating everything. He's like woof woof, going around eating everything. And then Atlas is like, well, I'll have to get back to work. If I don't run riot, no one will. It's so funny. um, Luffy's like he's like saying goodbye, but then they're like, what kind of job is that? So she flies off, and she start beating up the hologram monster looking thing. It's so funny. And then Chopper's like, who they? And then a bunch of people start walking, Bonnie says, I think it's safe to assume they're lab assistants of some kind. And then Jinbei says, odd, this place seemed deserted a second ago. Were they hiding because they weren't sure about us? Isn't it a little hot for those outfits? Yeah, it looks like they're wearing like winter clothing.
Yeah.
Luffy's like, no way, for real. The Luffy got the new drip. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
It has the SSG right there, and then it says Vega in the sleeve. It's really nice, really nice. He's like, whoa, these clothes feel so light. They're nice and breezy too. And they're like, where do you get those? What are those? Yeah. The Luffy's like, here. He points out this fashion store. And then Bonnie says, nothing beats free clothes after a complimentary meal. Mine still feels sticky from all that seawater. It'd be nice to change. And then Bonnie's like, style selection. How about battle uniform? Hey, wait, I can't dress myself. And my God, Leo. Oh, Dios mío. You know. Yeah, I really love what Bonnie's wearing. Really nice, really nice. So I'm assuming Luffy also picked battle uniform. It looks similar.
I
I'm
wonder
assuming
what VP means.
Vegapunk.
Oh.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel dumb now.
Yeah. The thing that we don't know is what SSG means, which we thought we not sure if we remember, but Fujitora, I think he was talking to Akainu. I forgot who he was talking to. He's like, oh, the SSG, they're going to replace the warlords, and then turns out, the Seraphims are replacing the Warlords. So what's SSG the code name? Like, how Nintendo or other companies, they have like secret code names for their secret projects.
Of course.
Like Dolphin. What was Dolphin? Project Dolphin. GameCube. Yeah, the One Piece live action is Project Panda. So on and so forth. So yeah, it's interesting. We still don't know what SSG means. I think teching, I think he said it could mean special science group, something like that. I'm not sure. I remember. What are you gonna say?
I didn't even bet about SSG because
Yeah.
I thought we already knew, but I just forgot.
Well, I may be forgetting too, but I remember back in the day when SSG was first announced, when Fujitora first mentioned it, people were making videos of what SSG could mean. If I remember, Ken Lighting, he did a video that SSG could mean something about giantification. I forgot why he came to that conclusion. I think something about some Japanese words. But yeah. Either way, we still don't know what it means. It could be something minor, could be something major. We just don't know. And so Bonnie says, these are light. The boots make me feel like I'm floating. And Jinbei, I love Jinbei. I love that he went with something tropical.
Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. He's like, they even have tropical styles. These will make for perfect disguises, but it's probably too late for that. And when I saw Jinbei, the first thing I thought was he looks like that one character from Lilo and Stitch. What he said?
I thought you were gonna say Gabriel Iglesias.
No,
The stand-up comedian.
No, Fluffy. You mean Fluffy?
Yeah, Fluffy. Yeah.
No. The first thing I thought was that one character from Lilo and Stitch, the the fat alien. I forgot his
Oh,
name. You know who I'm talking about, right?
yes. Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
purple
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, yeah. That, I'm like, he looks like an alien from Lilo and Stitch. You know, and
Yeah.
and yeah, I love Lilo and Stitch, so I'm like, I love his style. I love that Jinbei went with something tropical. And then Chopper, he's like, so futuristic, kawaii, desune, kawaii desune. Basically, this is gonna be merch eventually in the future, like
Oh,
future,
definitely.
yeah, future Chopper, so yeah, it's funny. And also even funnier, Chopper, he has his hat, right,
Yeah.
and on top of the hat, he's wearing a helmet. Now he's wearing a helmet on top of his helmet. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, Chopper, he be like that. Oh, another thing, there's like a random thing in the last chapter that I didn't notice. Um, in the last chapter, they were going to eat the hologram parfait or whatever, but turns out it was
Hmm.
hologram, so they couldn't do that. So before they jumped to eat it, Chopper, he gave his hat to Jinbei. It was like a small little panel in the background. And I'm like, this is so cute. Chopper, he's like giving his hat to Jinbei, and Jinbei, he puts in he tugs it in his kimono for safekeeping. I'm like, that's like a cute little moment, the cute little interaction in the background. I didn't notice that anyone talking about it. So, but yeah, that was like a little tangent about the last chapter. Anyway, let's continue. Bonnie says, well, I'm off to find some weapons and deal with Vegapunk. Catch you later. And then Luffy's like, heads up. It's Kuma. It's almost like Puma. I don't know who says Puma. I don't know. But Luffy, I'm assuming Luffy says, this is just me. Or is he looking for us? Then we see Robocop Kuma. It says police. This is probably like a pacifista model. And then Luffy, let's get out of here. He's about to charge. I'm assuming he's using fusion sight because it's like a little indicator. Not sure. And then RoboCop, Kuma, he charges. The opaque spread. He's like, he's charging up a laser. He's gonna fire his laser beam. And he says, provisions and garments report stolen. Thieves detected. And they're like, huh? That
That
stuff
stuff
wasn't.
wasn't free.
Yeah, it's so funny. That stuff wasn't free. And then we have a panel here, Bonnie, of course, her reaction seeing Kuma, or the pacifista. And then, I guess Luffy. Then why did it just pop out like that? Surely the damage he's causing is worse than what we did. Yeah. But they're flying off. Luffy, he's easy trying to kill us. That's a bit harsh for theft. Well, we'll be toast if we don't fight back. Jinbei, well, it's just self-defense. Then again, we are pirates. Hostile hosts come with the territory. And the either way, we got no choice. And then Luffy goes gear third. He's like gum, and then Bonnie, stop, and she stops Luffy. You know, the also again, I think Luffy used Future Sight because of that indicator. So I think he stopped because he's like, I saw the future, so I'm just gonna stop. Let Bonnie kick me, whatever. Then Kuma, the pacifista, does a beam, it blows the place up, and then Luffy's like, "What the heck, Bonnie?" Calling her by her actual name now. So yeah. Then you see his laser. I gotta slug him, and then like the robot is like beep beep beep, and then Bonnie, that's my father. They're like, what, Nani? He's the only family I've got. When you said your dad turned into a cyborg, you were talking about Kuma, and then begging you, and this is a really good panel right here. Please don't hurt my daddy. The feels, the emotions, and then the panel of Kuma, holding Holy Bonnie, when she was a kid. This is a really good panel right here.
Kuma reminds me of someone else, of another king. But I don't
Uh,
remember which one.
Cobra from Alabasta.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, yeah. Because someone already made the comparison. I forgot who. A YouTuber. I forgot who. He's like, Kuma reminds me of King Rick. I mean, King Cobra. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he's wearing the clothes and everything, and the long hair. Yeah, but yeah, he's just a quinky thing.
So yeah,
Mhm.
looking at Bonnie here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It looks like she wants to live.
Yeah, Ikitai. Yeah, but he's like Ikitai. Please take me out to sea. I want to go out to sea with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. This is her. I guess. I want to live. I guess. Yeah, please don't hurt my daddy. Yeah. Good moment though. Yeah, yeah. We're making fun here, but it's a really good panel. And then
Yeah.
Luffy, you dummy, get out of there. It's just a pacifista. And then the whole this explosion is huge.
Damn.
Like 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 they said, this pacifista, he's doing more damage than what Luffy did. Luffy just stole some clothes. And
Yeah.
the
Those
food
clothes were expensive.
yeah. And the food was probably stolen too, because like, okay, if they stole the clothes, I guess the food will also be, well, I don't know, maybe the food is free, maybe Vegapunk, he's like, everyone deserves to eat, so free food basically. Yeah, yeah. So from here on out, go at like a map pace from here on out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. So it says here, a certain sea in the new world.
Whoa, that's Blackbeard.
Yeah,
Rap looking
yeah,
ass.
yeah. The saber is still back. So Blackbeard laughs, like, it's no good, Captain. So I'm laughing because I know what's coming next. Okay, so random heart pirates. He's like, it's no good, Captain. He's like trying to stop the flooding. Another hit like that, and the water pressure will crush us. Less surface, we won't be able to escape. There's land northeast of here. And then Law, he's coughing. And then notices, Law, he's coughing. The next panel.
What?
Best girl in the series.
What?
You don't remember though? Were you saying what? It's Law.
What?
It's Law.
What?
Why were you acting surprised? It's Law.
What?
It's Law.
What? Did I get Did I get the wrong version? Am I getting stooped here? Am I getting is this a prank? Am I?
You do remember? You do remember Best Girl Law?
No, I don't remember Best Girl Law. No.
Best Girl Law ever since Saboli.
No, I don't remember LaQuisha.
Like, Best Girl Law ever since Law got introduced in Saboli, Law has been Best Girl. Remember that one time that Law surpassed Zoro in the popularity votes? Because Law is Best Girl. Like Best Girl Law. And also Best Girl Beppo for the furries in the background as well.
It's just Beppo with a wig.
And then also Best Girl Sashi in the other panel. Well, so and so for me, Sashi's not Best Girl, but also Sashi. And so yeah, let's continue. So losses, Best Girl Law. Prepare for battle and be quick about it. Wow, Captain, you're so cute now. Do you have a death wish? Crap, we're sorry. And then we see Best Girl Penguin. It got me too. Keep away from the infected. His power is contagious. They're hoping to disorient us with this forced gender flipping. And the Law says, I'll be fine. It'll be fine though. Our clashes with the four emperors taught me that those powers can be countered if you use a great deal of hockey. Captain, we surface, and then Law just flexes his hockey, and he goes back to normal. So before we continue, before I go to the next page, what do you think is happening?
Yeah.
What do you think is happening? Give me your explanation. Because I had a crazy theory, and it sucks that I already read this because the reaction will have been wild. But yeah, give me your thoughts.
Okay, they can't have Ivankov. No, it can't be. They can't. They couldn't have killed Ivankov. No way. Like, no way. No way.
Okay.
Can't.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you now. That was my theory as well. When I read this, I'm like, yo, did they kill Ivankov? I'm like, no way.
No, I can't. Now I think about it, Ivankov isn't infectious, so it's something.
Yeah.
It has to be someone that has like a virus type that will through, and they could make quirky ass viruses.
Emphasis on the quirky. Emphasis on the quirky.
Yes,
Yeah.
on the very quirky ass.
Yeah. Not even my hero has this much quirk. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
not even my hero. So okay.
It
But yeah.
reminds me of that one. It reminds me of that one Soul Eater arc.
I know. The book of Avon, if I'm correct. The first page that they go to Lust, like and then they all gender bend. Yeah. Actually, that's where I left
Yeah.
off. That's where I left off reading. The kid, he was like in Pride, and they got split up, and that's where I left off. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and then, I was like, I forgot why I stopped reading. Now I think about it. I think I was like, oh, I need a break. And that break turned to, I'm like, oh, I need like a couple days break. And that turned into a month, 2 months. So
And the months turn to years.
nah, it hasn't been years. No, not yet, at least. But I think I just might as well start again from the beginning. I think this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be like my fourth attempt reading Soul Eater. Because I always stop reading and I'm like, I'm gonna take a break, and I just forget. But nah, it's good. If you haven't read Soul Eater, go read it. The anime is good, but the manga is way better. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah.
The manga has a better ending. A way
Oh, yeah.
better ending.
Yeah. I haven't finished it. I know it's going to have a better ending. So but yeah, let's continue. Let's see if you're right. Let's see if you're right about the disease sickness thing. So we see Doc Q. He says, "Oh, he's managed to nullify the disease. I expect no less from a pirate worth 3 billion. That's how diseases go. An antibody always comes along, and when one person finds a remedy, it's not long before everyone's cured." Cough. It was entertaining though, right? I call this one the My Lady transformation plague. It says here, Doc Q, sick fruit. So yeah, you're right. He ate adult fruit that create diseases and sicknesses. And then we see the Van Auger. He grew a goatee. And he's like, Burgess, I'm gonna send you over to the island. And he's like, got it. Van Auger warp fruit, so he could teleport people. And then so he teleports Burgess. Blip. Somebody's in the woods. Then we see Jesus Burgess. He's like, wee ha ha ha. I love his laugh. I know you haven't watched the anime, but I love Burgess' laugh. Even though he's like my least favorite commander of the Blackbeard Pirates. Like I really hate Burgess, but I love his laugh. Also, I love his design and all that. So he says, my buff fruit power are the freaking best. Jesus Burgess buff fruit. He laughs again. Yeah. He laughs again. Burgess, he's lifting a mountain. And how? Casually, how?
Wait, who the fuck are you, Monkey King Bambino?
Yeah, Monkey King Bambino. Who he thinks he is? Nah, actually, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Bambino. Yeah, fool. Yeah. Let's see Burgess. I want to see Burgess try to skip this mountain across the world. Yeah. Yeah. And then it turns into a pebble and then collects them. Yeah. Go read Turtle. Yeah. Stop reading. Yeah. Go stop reading One Piece and go read Turtle. Stop what you doing. Stop reading whatever you're reading. Go read some Toriko. If you haven't. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Go pause the bit and start reading some Toriko. Yeah. But anyway, how he get in front of us, and then losses superhuman strength, bizarre contagions, teleportation. These guys have hunted down some insane powers. No wonder the bounties keep rising. And then Burgess, he throws the mountain. It's gonna crush us. Law, of course, rooms away. And then last page of the chapter, Blackbeard say, ha ha ha. It's been a while, hasn't it, Trafalgar? Law is like, what do you want? Is that any way to speak to a fellow member of the worst generation? And the Blackbeard, he's poor Stronger. He's struggling. He's fighting for his life right now. So it's same thing with Q. So he says, Blackbeard, When you, Kid, and Straw Hat left Wano, I knew one of y'all would end up here. Uh, but I had no way of knowing which of you will show. And then what's this guy name? Doc Hugh. He's like, Commodore. Stronger says he's struggling to carry our weight. I'm struggling myself. And then Black Blackbeard continues. With Big Mom and Kaido gone, the world's gonna turn on his head. Sounds fun, huh? And then he laughs, say, ha ha ha. Kaido had one, didn't he? Just how many rope poneglyphs Robin have you got? I'll be taking them off your hands. You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's sell this winner takes all. And then when Titans clash. Then, really good color pages from, I think this is Josh. Yeah, Josh. And this one is Gracia, Grish. So yeah. Yeah, that's all. Okay. So, your thoughts? Quick thoughts before we start the discussion.
One Piece was crazy good this week.
Yeah. Insert the clip right now. Yeah, One Piece was crazy good this week.
今週ワンピやばい。泣ける。はあ。
Go watch the anime as well. The clip that I'm going to insert. Really good anime. Only there's 12 episodes. Inuyashiki. So, so yeah, One Piece is crazy good. And so I guess let's talk about the Earth fruits here really quick. So Stronger, he ate the mythical horse fruit, model Pegasus. So, he's a horse that he's a horse that ate the horse fruit, mythical variation.
Which it seems like a waste of me. Like they could just give him like a bird fruit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
It feels like it's a waste. Like they could use another animal, Pegasus.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
like the duck from Skypiea that ate the horse fruit, and because of his hybrid, it looked like a Pegasus.
Yeah, it's a bird. Yeah, Pierre. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it feels like Blackbeard like wasn't creative enough. He just went with the Pegasus. Like he already made a horse, like
yeah. But it's a mythical fruit, so he probably has other abilities. If I'm correct,
true.
Pegasus they could like manipulate ice and wind and water. So yeah, maybe Stronger could do maybe ice. Not sure about water since water is the weakness of their fruits, but maybe the wind as well since it could fly. So maybe he could manipulate the wind as well. So yeah, maybe there's more. It's like Sengoku eating the Buddha fruit and Luffy eating the Nika fruit, but it's just the Nika fruit has other crazy abilities, and so Goku. It's like Goku as a Buddha, he also has abilities. But in the case of
Goku reach enlightenment.
yeah. And in case of Stronger, he's already a horse, so he doesn't change. He doesn't change much. And it doesn't look like he got stronger. Even though that's his name, it's so funny. Every time I read his name or I think about Stronger, I think about the Kanye song. Go listen to Stronger by Kanye. Good song. So yeah.
And go listen to the original Daft Punk song as well.
Oh yeah. Which I haven't, but go ahead and do that.
You should.
Yeah.
Amazing album.
Yeah. So yeah. Hopefully Stronger has other abilities. Now Doc Q, he ate the sick fruit, if I'm correct. Yeah, sick fruit. So it looks like yeah. He could like create a bunch of crazy. He could. I'm laughing because I remember JD Legend in his live reaction. He's like, I don't want to mess with Doc Q because you could be talking to him and I don't know where he's like, there you got HIV, you got AIDS, you got you got Ebola, stage 4 cancer, not even stage 4. Like he could give you he could come up with stage 10 if he wants, like just with COVID, he could give you anything. Yeah.
Like what Jane Foster said in God and Thunder, in Love and Thunder, where he said like, oh, stage 4 of the of discover stages. There could be more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doc Q, he could discover all those other stages. So so yeah. Uh, so yeah, Doc Q really dangerous though for because yeah, like we don't know how it works, but it looks like just with a snap of his finger, he could give you like anything crazy, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's One Piece, you know. Although he like you saw he went with the Milady the transformation to play, which you you get gender bend, you know. So and that's just Doc
Yeah.
Q. That's just him trolling, you know. Of course, you know. Like if he wanted to kill them, he could have done you know something dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then you
That's why
know.
that
Mhm.
that's why I'm questioning like why gender bend and not straight up poisoning like straight up like give them dysentery like
Yeah,
diarrhea,
yeah.
vomit, whatever.
Syphilis, you know, or whatever. But I think because although you know he is one, you know, he was horny. I guess I don't know. He was thirsty, and also he is doesn't he just doesn't want to kill Law. I guess. And also Doc Q, he is messing around. You know, it's just you know he does a little trolling every now and then. But I was gonna say something about yeah, I remember the thing I was gonna say. So yeah, I rarely go to Twitter, right? But I'm pretty sure there's someone tweeted, you know, so I'm pretty sure someone tweeted this. There's no way. I know how Twitter thinks. You know how Twitter thinks, though. I'm pretty sure an idiot out there, you know, you just have to say, you know, someone tweeted that it's all the saying that being transgender is a disease. You know, it's all the saying that it just I could see it. I see it happening. I see someone tweeting that, you know, like, he's all saying that, you know, being transgender is a disease that you could get it's contagious and blah 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 blah. You know, because someone, you know, some people were tweeting about the Green Bull situation. You remember, you remember that when Green Bull got introduced, like, it's all saying that prejudice is good and blah 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 blah. You know, like all the you know all the his ideologies, you know, they're contradictory because you know he has characters like Tom and Frankie. Frankie saying that you know it's not sent to be. I think he says like it's not sent to be born or whatever. And then
Yeah, yeah.
and then then he has Green Bull saying prejudice breeds stability. You know, like all the he's not a nice guy. It's like people were tweeting that. Like people were tweeting that.
Yeah.
Like I remember. So I'm not gonna be surprised if there's gonna be a few people, you know, like he's I don't know, he's a big transphobic. What else? Other isms, you know. but yeah, you know, just messing around with whatever, you know. He also he has their own law gender bend, so I guess he's like in the SBS. So he's like, you know, I want to make it.
Really now.
Yeah, because someone asked him.
This is the second time that law is a woman.
Yeah, because someone asked, I think, can you draw the worst generations, gender bend? So the males, females, and the Bonnie as a guy. Because Bonnie is the only female, so Bonnie as a guy. The actually in the SBS, for some reason, female law had white hair. I don't know if he was lazy and he just didn't color the hair, or what, but it was like sketches, so it's not like finished drawings either. So maybe it was just like
Yeah.
he just kept it like a sketch. But yeah, also he drew the Straw Hats gender bend. So Luffy, it was a pre-time skip, so Jinbe wasn't included. Um, and Brooks is so funny. Brooks is like he drew Brooks and question mark. You know, like did he change? You know, like nothing happened really. Brooks still looked the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny. Robin, I like Robin because Robin basically looked like Robin's attitude as a guy will be like someone like Zoro. That's how Oda drew Robin. Like her attitude as a guy will be like someone like Zoro. Those type that would like kill you because you looked at them funny, you know. But it was interesting. So yeah, there's like in canon, this is the first time he's done it, but he has done it before in the SBS. And so yeah. And like Sashi and Penguin said, you know, Law, he looks he's a cutie now, in that brief moment. best girl law. Yeah. Um. So yeah, that's a lot cute. Dangerous though, fruit, like very dangerous. Van Auger, he ate the warp fruit, or like I guess it was the teleportation fruit or whatever. It's
Pretty
really,
convenient.
yeah, for a sniper, yeah, very convenient. I remember, like I was thinking, like if they're going to kill people, like for the devil fruits, I wouldn't be surprised if they killed Van der Decken for his mark fruit, right? And then give it to Van Auger. But then I'm like, I don't know. It's just the devil fruit. How it works is you have to touch the guy. You have to touch the target for that way you could shoot. For that way you could throw things at the target. And I'm like, if you have to get close to the guy, might as well just kill the dude, in close combat, you know. So the warp fruit is better for a sniper, than the mark fruit. So yeah, and then imagine he could like warp the bullets, he could like teleport the bullets that he's shooting, and he could like teleport himself around the field, it's a really cool there for for a marksman. And then if it works by sight, like maybe he needs to see where he wants to teleport or teleport the object. If it works like that, then he's a marksman, so his eyesight is like incredible. Remember he was sniping the birds, the seagulls from he was in Jaya, and the Sarahas were like in the middle of the ocean, and he was sniping the seagulls like from that long distance. So if it's by eyesight, then uh, he's deadly with this though, really really deadly. And then Burgess, this is what I told my brother, because since I'm a Burgess hater, I told my brother that Burgess, he's so weak that they have to give him a devil fruit that makes him stronger. Like, like it's just my reason why I hate Burgess so much is because to me he's a disappointment. He is when it comes to the commanders. Like Sabo like off screen this guy. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like not like off screen, it wasn't like a baby shake, but still, like, and I don't think Saul was that strong either. So, it's
I mean, Zal was top 30 though.
yeah, no,
Arguably.
he's top 30, but I have him in the low 30s. Actually, I don't remember where I placed.
Same here.
Actually, I don't remember where I placed him in the last top 30 with him, but he's like low 30s for me. Some people have it higher, like way higher, like insanely high, too high for me. But yeah, and Burgess, I every time when I mention my top 30, I always say is first commander and above, but it's a lie because I have 1 second commander, which is Shiryu, but I don't have Burgess because I think Burgess is because I think Burgess is such a disappointment that he doesn't even deserve to be in the list, even though he's a first commander. So, but now since he ate the buff fruit, now I guess now he could
That's a massive buff though. Like,
oh yeah, it is. Pun intended.
Carrying a mountain.
Yeah.
That's the least 30.
Yeah. Like Alo.
Strength alone. That's 30.
Yeah. He thinks he's Bambino. Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, Alo Bambina, Monkey King Bambina. Yeah. Not that many characters in One Piece has shown like insane strength like this. That was that one time where Zoro lifted a house. That was pretty time skip versus Mr. One. Like Zoro just randomly lifts a house during the fight, and then I think he threw it. I think he threw it. I don't remember why he lifted the house, but he did. And the house was like made of stone. And Burgess, he did something similar versus Ace, that he lifted a hotel and he just threw it at Ace. But now he's lifting a mountain. Oh wait, I forgot. Diamond Josu, he lifted like a whole iceberg. So we seen crazy lifting, in the One Piece world, but a whole mountain, and we don't even see the top of this mountain. Like like we just see the bottom. So yeah. So yeah. And I love the art as well. Like I love when Oda does this. Like I mentioned this in the last chapter where he has a character like in the middle of the whole page, and he's like covering the page, and there's like white around him. something similar here with like he did here with Law at the end. He's like right there. I love how the panels
Yeah.
because not sure if you're aware, but
That
actually
composition.
yeah, composition. Not sure if you're aware, but a lot of people don't like all those composition, especially post time skip. Um, some people like, oh, all those compositions are terrible. It's hard to read, which I have seen some YouTubers they don't read the panels in order. Um,
I mean,
yeah.
TBH this is one of the better compositions though. Like this is one of the better ones.
No, no,
TBH,
but
because
but I mean all those composition, how he drew the panels. You know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That some people don't like how he draws double page spreads, for example, or how he does panels. But in this chapter, he did some really good spreads. I love how
Yeah.
Law is placed there, the composition. This one with Burgess is really good, and I think there was another one. Let me go back to check. I'm pretty sure there was another spread. This one's okay. This one is like one of those people probably will not like how he does it. It's just he likes to cram a lot.
And they're done that.
Yeah, he likes to cram a lot, especially in double page spreads. He's been doing that a lot. Like I remember that one spread. This is the main spread that people complains about that happened in Whole Cake. And honestly, yeah, I think that spread could have done way better. He could have done way better. And if I find it, I will show it to you. Like yeah. Um, yeah, but yeah. Good handling and good spreads. And yeah, that's all the dark fruits. Lafitte, we knew he ate like a bird fruit. Not sure you remember because
Yeah, he grew wings
yeah, he grew wings.
once.
Yeah, once. Yeah, because that's how he got to Mary Joe's. He just flew up there with his wings. He was like in hybrid, I guess. So Lafitte, he ate like a unnamed bird of fruit that we don't know. Could be a mythical, could be not. Like has to be a mythical at this point because every sowing that Blackbeard has gone has been a mythical. The fox fruit, it's the mythical nine tails, and now stronger he ate the Pegasus fruit.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, if it's a mythical bird, what do you think? What do you think it could be? Now, let's theorize. What do you think? What bird he ate?
I mean, there's a couple of mythical birds. It can't be a phoenix. Like been there, done that.
Yeah, yeah.
Marco's still alive.
Maria Marco's still alive. Yeah.
Uh, there's it could be a harpy.
Yeah. Could be a harpy. Yeah.
A harpy, that'd be pretty neat though.
I think that's the number one theory. That's a harpy because if I'm correct, Lafitte could hypnotize you, and not sure. I think harpies in mythology could do that, or maybe not. Don't quote me at this, but I think they do.
those are sirens that could do
Yeah,
that.
I think so too. But I will not be surprised if harpy could do that too. I don't know. It's a female, in mythologies they like to do that a lot. Like a female monster manipulates you through music or whatever. That's like common in mythology. So with their good looks, that's like another thing. So I think Lafitte, he could like brainwash people or something like that. That's like part of his lore.
I mean, it could also be something like doesn't necessarily have to be a bird. It could be like an angel devil fruit, or it could be like a Icarus devil fruit.
Yeah, interesting. Chris. Yeah. It cannot.
Because we've only seen wings, so we don't have to limit ourselves to just birds.
Yeah.
Anything that has wings.
He ate the biblically accurate angel tofu. I don't know where.
That'd be insane.
I don't know where he goes. He goes full transformation, like full animal, and he's like, "Fear not, be not afraid." To Blackbeard or whatever, or like because I don't know, maybe it'll be funny the first time he met Blackbeard. He's like, "Be not afraid." And he's like in his in his angel form. Oh, that would be funny. That'll be funny. Knowing all the, he probably make the, like, let's say he did ate the biblically accurate angel devil fruit. Well, knowing all the, it'll probably look goofy. The full, it'll probably not look scary. It'll probably look goofy. You know, the transformation. Now I want to see that now, like at least fan art or whatever. Biblically accurate angel in One Piece. Be not afraid. Let's see what else. Mm.
I was thinking of there's also the possibility of him being a. I think the bird's called a caladrius. Caladrius. I'm not sure. It's a bird that appears in Roman mythology that's capable of healing diseases.
Mm.
So,
Okay. Healing
so who
diseases.
knows? Yeah, a
Okay.
bird that it heals the disease of patients.
Okay. Okay. So, interesting. Like, if it's that, it will be a counter to Doc Hughes sick fruit. You know.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Um. Now, depending on the mythology, a basilisk either is a snake or a bird, so it could be a basilisk. You know. If it's a,
Ooh.
think about it now, it cannot be a basilisk because he wanted boa sulfur for the stone properties. So if he already had a basilisk, there's no reason for, for a boa's fruit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't
Oh,
think.
but since
Uh-huh.
you named the lizard,
Mm-hmm.
how Quetzalcoatl, a Kukulkan fruit?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The serpent.
I was thinking of that one. I just didn't know how to pronounce the name. Good thing you mentioned them. So, so yeah, that one will be nice. That will be really nice. You know, it has wings. So, like you said, we
Oh,
haven't seen the full transformation. We've only seen the wings. So
yeah.
that will be interesting. Yeah, yeah. Lafitte.
This was
Uh huh.
maybe griffins. Honestly,
Yeah, Griffin as
that'd be a
well.
cool. That'd be a cool design for a hybrid.
Griffin. What's the other thing? Hippogriff. Right. That's the horse. Has half horse, half bird. Right. The hippogriff, if I'm correct.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This will be a tangent. This will be a quick tangent. But you remember that our English teacher, Quinones, she wanted a drawing of an eagle, and I think it was
Yeah.
you. I think we were thinking to give her a drawing of a half horse, half eagle. I forgot why. Just to troll her. Do you remember that? Not sure if you remember that. No, you
That sounds
don't.
I mean, no, but it sounds like something we would do. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the it's because our school mascot, high school mascot was an eagle. So our English teacher,
Sadly, yeah.
yeah, our English teacher wanted a drawing of an eagle from us because we're the art students. So we were like, let's give her a drawing of a half horse, half eagle, just to mess with her. We never did because we're lazy, but but yeah, every now and then I remember that. I'm like, man, I should have given her I should have drawn that for her. You know, that would have been a nice role
Yeah.
thing to do. But yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
hippogriff would be nice, or griffin. What if the wings, because his wings looks like, birds or ancient wings, right? But if the wings were like
Yeah.
bat wings, or like something like that, then we could do like manticore or a gorgon or
Or,
or
or a
what else?
gargoyle.
Oh, a gargoyle. Oh, I had this really cool idea for a gargoyle devil fruit. I guess this will be a tangent since we're talking about devil fruits. So not sure if you remember. Who was it? Now I think about it. I think it was Roger Base. Yeah, I think it was Roger Base, Tekken, and Joy Boy. They always do the One Piece contest. So I think they did a contest of made up devil fruit, and I had a bunch of ideas. Right at the end, I submitted I think it was a soft fruit. That it make things soft. Basically the idea I was thinking like, oh, gold, because I was thinking about gold, right? I'm like, oh, there's already a gold devil fruit, but I'm like, oh, gold is soft, so let me make like a soft devil fruit. Like the person could make things soft. So like, imagine the person's falling, so the person will like make the ground soft, so or bouncy, like, so okay, the person survive. It could make the punches soft, so you're like fine with the person. So like, oh, soft punches, when I hurt, the guy, and stuff like that. Like bullets will be soft, so on and so forth. But the other idea I had was a mythical sword gargoyle, right? I'm like, this would be so cool. Like a weakness of the devil fruit is that he cannot use it during the day. Like he could, right? But if he does, he turns into stone, right? And then he could like go back into human, but it's just during the day, like he cannot move, right? If he turns into a gargoyle, right? But I'm like, what if the dude, whoever eats the devil fruit, could use that as in his advantage, right? Because for example, he could partially turn his arm into like a gargoyle during the day, and now he has a stone arm, and now he could like punch hard with the arm. I'm like, oh, that would be nice, Like I imagine like oh, the dude, he's like fine with a guy, he's like in the air for some reason, and he is during the daytime, he turns into stone, and now he like body slams you, He's like he turns into stone, he goes down really fast. And I'm like, oh yeah, that would be a cool way for fighting. And then during the night, he's a complete gargoyle. Now he can move, he can fly. Maybe he could still be Maelstone, and just now he can move. I think that would go like an interesting idea. And then not sure if you know, but gargoyles, the statues, they're in some parts of the world they use them as like to transfer water. That's like to transfer water from the roof. Like, oh, it rains, so the water goes through the gargoyle and comes out from the roof, right? So I'm thinking, oh, it would be interesting if the gargoyle, whoever eats the gargoyle fruit, could store liquids in their body, and could like shoot out the water like a really strong pressure. What they're called, like a
Stream.
Yeah, like a really strong, like a hydro pump, basically, like hydro pump. Oh, that would be interesting.
Like a hose.
Yeah, like a hose, like a pressure hose. That's what I was thinking. A pressure hose. Not sure what else. Like maybe the person could store other type of liquids, so poison doesn't have to be water. So like poison, what other type of liquids? I don't know. But I don't know if the person is a drunk, so beer, for that way the person could like drink beer, whatever. So I was like, I think that will be interesting there for. And sadly, I didn't submit that because the person who won the competition was a mythical. I think it was the the snake bird thing, the one that I don't know how to pronounce.
Quetzalcoatl?
Yeah, I think that was the one who won. Don't quote me at that, but I remember it was a mythical someone who won the competition. And the person whoever submitted did like a whole drawing, because you didn't need to draw, it was just text only, but of course some people drew. So the person drew like the animal, the how the fruit would look like. It did like a whole diagram of everything, how the fruit could be used and all that. And I'm like, oh wow, this is a really good submission. And to this day I regret that I didn't submit the gargoyle fruit. Hopefully if they ever do another one, I will submit the gargoyle one, because I'm like, oh yeah, that was interesting though. But anyway, tangent over about devil fruits. Do you want to, since we're on the tangents of devil fruit, do you want to give a devil fruit idea? I don't know, anything that you've been brewing up, like something that you've been thinking.
I was thinking about the Quetzalcoatl one, but I don't know much about Aztec mythology, so I'm like, that would look cool.
Yeah, it would look cool. But any idea that doesn't have to be for Lafitte, like a devil fruit that like, oh, this will be a nice devil fruit. Since we're talking about devil fruits,
In general?
Yeah, in general sense. Yeah, because we assume that every other member of the Blackbeard Pirates have a crazy devil fruit. So I guess what devil fruits I guess we you like to see then, since we're revealing their fruits.
I mean, make a mythical soul, like it's not a specific one, but like make a mythical soul that isn't based on mythology, Asian mythology, but like based on folklore or fairy tales, like a Bigfoot mythical sword, or a or a big bad wolf mythical sword, or
A Jersey
you know what I mean?
Jersey Devil.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
Odd Man.
Mothman, yeah, Mothman. What are the gray aliens? You know, the little tiny gray aliens. Uh,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Or the little green men. I think that's one. Oh,
Yeah.
the UFO. Oh,
Um.
UFO. Dolphin.
Uh. A yeti. We actually well, the yetis and One Piece, they're actual creatures. So because we got the Yeti Cool brothers. Not sure if you remember them. Um.
No, I do not.
Leo, how do you forget? Nah, no. How do you forget about the Yeti Cool brothers? Wait a minute. Come on now. Like, they're cool. Like, pun intended. The Yeti Cool brothers.
You was intended.
Like they baby shook Zoro and Sanji and the rest. Like they. So I guess as a refresher, the Yeti Cool brothers. There were two giants. We assume they're giants. We actually don't know their race, but we assume they're giants, and they're like hairy and they were white, and they were called the Yeti. Yeah.
Oh,
You looked them up, and they were called the
yeah,
Yeti Cool brothers.
they're from Castles. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Scotch and Rock. That's their name. I don't know who is who. I just know their names is Scotch and Rocks. So
Okay.
yeah, name after
Okay,
drinks.
so it's a reference to alcoholic testing.
Yeah. So yeah, the Yeti Cool brothers. We actually don't know if they're actually Yetis or what race they are. But yeah, they're like giants and they're hairy. So, yeah. Um, we're talking about folklore though. Fruits. Let's see what else. Yeah, some Mothman, Jersey Devil. That'll be interesting. And Chupacabra. Yeah, that'll be another one.
Chupacabra.
Yeah.
That's a lot of interpretation. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of room for creativity there.
Yeah. You could either go with the dog or with the alien-looking one, or yeah, you could
Or
go
you could-
wild. You could go wild with
Or
the
you could go with
Chupacabra.
the Scooby Doo way, which is which is
A
Latino
Yeti.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, big old Bigfoot. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about that. The Scooby Doo movie. Yeah, about the Chupacabra.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically it was Bigfoot. Yeah, it was just Bigfoot in
Yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah. It was a
which
carnivorous Bigfoot. Yeah.
yeah, which don't quote me at this, but I'm pretty sure the Mexicans they already have a Bigfoot, which is called I think the skunk ape. So there was no reason to make the
Really?
Chupacabra. Yeah, don't quote me on this. I know if I'm correct, the skunk ape is like supposedly is like the south of America. So Texas, Florida, the south. Um, so so it's basically Bigfoot, but it smells like like oh it smells really bad, like really like they say like it smells really really bad if it's like around the area, like a skunk,
Yeah.
but like times 1,000. So man, I forgot about that. How about the Scooby Doo Chupacabra thing? And also they included other folklore, if I'm correct, in the movie. Like it wasn't just the Chupacabra. I think there was like statues like
Loch Ness
living.
monster one.
No, but I'm talking about the Chupacabra movie specifically. Like there were
Oh,
like
okay.
some.
My bad.
Yeah, that there was some like if I'm correct, there were like some living statues. That was like a plot thing. There were like a bunch of other stuff. The Chupacabra was like the main thing. Yeah. But yeah, also Loch Ness monster. They did that, and we know Kaido he ate a fish fruit, so there must be other fish fruits out there. So
Yeah.
which is weird to think about. Like I don't know, it's just weird. Like Kaido makes sense because it's a mythical, but what other fish fruit besides mythical like can you see realistically like be plausible in the One Piece world? Like I don't know, like I don't know, manta rays, like I guess like manta rays in the One Piece world they could fly, just like how the dinosaurs they hunt weirdly in the One Piece world, like how they hunt in ancient times. So I don't know, I guess Oda could spin it however he wants, but yeah. Let's see who else. Let's see. We don't know what's this guy name. Basco Shop, for example. We don't know if he ate a dog fruit. He's the drunk. So, like I don't know. Maybe he ate a drunk fruit. Like like since all the he's giving them fruits that make sense for them. So maybe Vasco Shaw ate like a I don't know, yeah, like a drunk fruit, because we have the cook fruit, we have the lick fruit, which is candy. We have like a bunch of like food related fruit. So I guess the alcohol related fruit I guess will make sense. Um, Not sure what we'll do. Like, well, he just makes alcohol, or is it gonna be something different? Like the drunker he gets, the stronger he gets. I don't know. Like what's it called? The drunk kung fu style. Like they always do, in anime, and then in kung fu movies. The drunken fist. That's what it's called. I forgot the name. Drunken fist. Um, what else? Who else we don't know? Alvaro Pizarro, the Mad King. If he ate the fruit, I don't know what could it be. We don't know much about Pizarro, so as anyone guess really what the fruit he could have. Um, who else? San Juan Wolf. We know he ate the fruit. We just don't know what's called. Um, according to Oda, it makes him bigger, so that's what he's like the biggest giant we see in the series. Um, so it could be like a variation of the. I guess it could be like the opposite of the mini fruit, which is that was a filler fruit, which also a giant egg. So it could also be a variation of the I think it was called the more fruit, which also was a filler, which made things bigger. So it could just be a variation of that as well. Uh, but yeah, even though they're filler, he doesn't like to use the fruits, even though they're filler. So that's why he does variations of the feather fruits. That's why there's so many heat-based fruits. You know,
Yeah.
like yeah, like the fillers they love to use heat-based fruits, and then although he's like, okay, enough. I'm going to I'm going to make a canon heat fruit. I guess for that way you could stop using heat-based fruits for the filler. Um. So yeah, anything else before I guess we continue to the rest of the chapter? About the fruit sound, the fruit talk. Like,
That I can recall now.
yeah. Okay. So and then there's an interesting moment right here. Where Law says the hockey, strong hockey could nullify the fruit abilities. Um, JD, he went off at this moment because he's like, I've been telling y'all for years that power scaling is important in One Piece, which is a battle shonen. Of course, power scaling is important. Law basically said here, the stronger your hockey, the you could nullify strong Dofru abilities. So yeah, power scaling makes sense in One Piece. Yeah, imagine my surprise level. Power scaling is important in the battle shonen. You know, imagine color me surprised. Because a lot of people, there's a lot of people in the community who hates power scaling for some reason. Like they're like, oh, don't infect One Piece with that shonen power scaling stuff. Like, well, One Piece is not like that, but One Piece is like that. Like for me, One Piece is all about like the basic story is all about power scaling. Luffy has to become the strongest before he could be Pirate King. Some people argue he doesn't, but he does. Throughout the story, they mention time and time again that you have to be the strongest to be Pirate King. So
Yeah.
so not sure what story they're reading that they think you don't need to be the strongest. And then and then some people are like, oh, but Luffy doesn't want to be the strongest. No, he also has said time and time again that he needs to be the strongest to protect the people he loves. So that's why he's trained for 2 years. For that way he could be strong. What are things they say that the story contradicts? That power skating makes no sense. If power skating makes sense, why can't Sugar, go to Kaido and turn him into a toy? Well, context clues throughout the series. Strong hockey, nullify, busted Dofru base, and like for example, in the rooftop Law, he couldn't teleport Kaido and Big Mom. because like they have strong hockey. And here, Law, he says it again. He brings it up like, oh, strong hockey could nullify these busted Dofru's abilities. So like it is what it is. It is. I don't know. It baffles me honestly that some people in the community really thinks that the power scaling is not important in One Piece. Well, it is. Like there's the Ambrose, the three Ambrose, the four Yonkos. Yeah, I could go on and on, but whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Best girl Law. Oh man, yeah, really nice, really nice. There's a lot of moments in here that I could color. Since I started coloring, like this moment. There's a moment that would be really nice to color. There's the moment with Burgess. There's the other Law moment. This one with Blackbeard. So yeah, really nice, really nice. Yeah, and then Blackbeard he attacks the Porter Tang. That's the name of Law submarine, the Porter Tang. And then we go back to the namesake of the chapter. He's the only family I got. About the Kuma and Bonnie situation. Some people are wondering, oh, has Bonnie never seen a pacifista? And I'm like, no, she has seen a pacifista. That's why she was crying in the war. I'm pretty sure that's what she was crying because she saw the pacifistas, and she's like, oh, I want to forget them. I want to forgive him, for what he done. Referring to Vegapunk and what he did to Kuma. So Bonnie has seen them, but I think the reason why Bonnie doesn't want Luffy to hurt any pacifista because it reminds her of Kuma. Like even though it's not him, to her it's him, I guess. Like in in a emotional sense, I guess. But yeah, good panel of here with Bonnie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I really love how the shadows here and the shading as well. And nice, also nice to see Kuma, a young Kuma, with baby, little Bonnie.
Presumably,
yeah. I still think
presumably a baby body.
yeah because
She doesn't have a devil fruit here.
yeah. No, I think because Kuma in here he looks really young, right? Interesting actually. Now that I'm summoning Kuma more, for some reason Kuma he looks beat up. Like he has like not sure if you've seen what I'm seeing, but it looks like he has like some scratches on his hands, on his face. Interesting. I don't know. It looks like he's beat up, or poor or something, and he was a king. Kuma fascinates me because he was known as the tyrant, so I'm like, okay, so was he a tyrant when he was a king? Why he got that nickname, the tyrant? But then Sabo was
ironic.
And then Sabo is like, oh, what you done to the what did he say to the kind Kuma? I'm like, kind Kuma, well, he's known as the tyrant, like like how like it's Kuma is fascinating because like, okay, is he a tyrant? Okay, if he's not, okay, so he's kind, but like if he's not kind, so okay, he's a tyrant. But why did Sawa call him kind? So like the Kuma went through many phases, like, oh, he was a tyrant at one point, and then he joined the revolutionary, he became kind because I guess he regretted his life as a tyrant. And then he became a warlord, and then the first PX, PX0, and then eventually he became a complete robot. So interesting. Kuma's very interesting. And then what makes it even more interesting that Bonnie, she's connected to others. She's Kuma's daughter. So more for Bonnie and more for Kuma. So yeah, can't wait to learn more. Hopefully we do. And yeah, and then going back, and then they fight a little bit, a little scuffle, and then we we get the gag of the of the clothing, really nice. Love to see it. Yeah. Definitely I'm going to color this Bonnie one, and maybe the shopper one because it's just cute. He's like sparkling. He's like, oh, it's so futuristic. Kawaii Desune, and then also this Luffy one. I'm also going to color this Luffy one. I think it's gonna be easy because either he's wearing black or it's red. Which if it's red, it's gonna be hard. I hate coloring over black. Yeah, it's because you have to make it. You have to make it like all the outlines. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. You will have to redraw the outline.
yeah, I have to read the other outline. I'm like, I'd rather just keep it black, and just the highlights I will make it red. I guess to make my life easier. Yeah. So, and actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the thumbnail. Either I do Luffy right here, or Bonnie, which is she is the namesake of the chapter. So maybe Bonnie is also the less spoilery option.
Or the police.
Or RoboCop Kuma. Yeah. Also, yeah.
That's a good looking pose.
Yeah. Him all like his walk, his stride. Yeah, with the belt. Yeah. And
you know what they say? No one's gonna break my stride.
Yeah. Yeah. And the spoiler option will be Blackbeard, which I don't want to spoil random people with Blackbeard's in the chapter. So yeah, either Bonnie or Kuma. That won't be. And the safest option is Luffy because of course it's gonna be in the chapter, unless we're going somewhere in the world. So yeah. And the chapter has to start with the gag of them being stuff. So yeah, One Piece, yeah, crazy good.
Fat weight gain fetish.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Oh man. The yeah. I want to know if there's any correlation between Bonnie fans and that fetish. Now to think about it, I don't know because Bonnie she eats a lot, so I do wonder if there's any correlation between between that. I'm not into that, and I love Bonnie, so I'm not part of that percentage. But I wonder anyone else, comment down below if you're part of that.
You comment down below.
Yeah. We don't judge here. We don't judge here. So comment down below here. Yeah. Comment down below if you're part of that, percentage. But yeah. Anything else you want to say? I think that's everything. I don't know. I don't got any.
Luffy confirmed ACAB.
What? Luffy confirmed a cab? A cab? Oh, a cab. A cab. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I guess. I don't know.
He was gonna go ham on the police.
He's a pirate though. Like since day one.
Yeah.
Since he was a kid.
Yeah.
Since he was a kid, basically. So before he even became a pirate. So
another reminder.
Yeah.
Wait, has he actually fought someone that's actually police, not marine?
No.
This would be like the first police character.
Yeah, this is the first police character. Yeah. Since yeah. Actually, since you mentioned that, someone brought up. I think it was Randy Troy. I think he brought up that whenever Zoro goes to the island and he wears the clothing, he's probably going to get a police uniform.
A police uniform, yeah.
Yeah. Because I think I mentioned it. I told you this, but Zoro, someone asked Oda, what would be the Straw Hat's job if they were living our world? And Zoro's job was.
Zoro would be a police officer.
Yeah. I think I told you that in the first video we ever did, the top 30, and you were dying, you were laughing. Yeah, I think. Yeah. I remember. I told you because I told you about the Zoro being racist meme, and I told you man, really good. Oh man, really good meme. It's one of the best that has come out in recent One Piece. Honestly, Zoro being racist. Oh man. To this day, one of my favorite jokes about is the skit that JD Legend did with Brago and the other YouTubers, and Brago was like, yeah, I saw that Zoro guy. He was fighting against Miss Monday, and then he grabs Miss Monday by the head and he's like, I got me a black one. To this day, I love, one of my favorite clips, Brago saying, I got me a black one. Referring to Zoro. Oh man. watch the skit if you haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure. Like every One Piece fan has seen this. That's the skit if they're up to date. It's a good skit. I'm still waiting for it. Now I think I'm still waiting for the conclusion. He hasn't concluded the series of the trials of Zoro. Him, getting trialed for his racisms. So yeah, I'm still waiting for that. Yeah, that's all. We always do tangents at the end, but yeah, I don't know. This
And the middle and the beginning as well.
yeah, mostly at the end because we find stuff to say. But nah, chapter was straightforward. Most of the discussion was just us talking about random Dolphins ideas. So yeah, yeah, crazy good. One Piece is crazy good this week. I guess that's the video. Anything else? No, that's all. Oh, okay.
I can recall now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, actually, yeah, I just remember. Predictions for next chapter. Yeah.
I thought that we'll get a conclusion to the Blackbeard thing going on here in Law. Blackbeard and Lawrence. So.
Yeah. Hopefully,
maybe. Hopefully we see more of the satellites.
Yeah. What I hope is we get a little bit more of this. The Law and Blackbeard stuff. But knowing Oda, he's probably going to skip it. But also keep in mind, this is the first time Oda has done this. Well, besides Wano, but Wano was at the end of the acts. But in every other arc, he always waits until the end of the arc to give us information about the outside world. But this is the first time where the arc just started, right? This new arc just started, and now Oda halfway through the chapter, he's like, let's catch up to that with Law. What he's doing. So I think going forward, Oda is gonna do that more because we're in the end game. So I think Oda he realized that I cannot do a whole arc and then at the end of the arc update everyone on what's happening outside of the world. So which I love. I love this. I love how he's doing the format now. Hopefully he continues like this. Because what's going to happen in Egghead is going to be interesting because Lucy, he's on his way, and the other CP0 Asians. So once that catches up, once Lucy arrives, it's gonna be very interesting. So, but right now so far nothing has happened. This is a good cutaway, Hopefully, eventually, not for the next chapter, but hopefully, eventually, Smoker goes to Egghead and with Tashigi. Since they're like, they're close to Egghead, so hopefully they go to Egghead for I don't know why, but hopefully they do. What else? I forgot to mention when I was reading the chapter, this moment right here where Blackbeard says it's been a while hasn't Trafalgar Law. I really thought that Law was going to say, what do you want, Captain? Because there's this theory that Law, he's the 10th Titanic captain and he's been working for Blackbeard all this time. So I really thought that Law was going to say, what do you want, Captain? Because of that theory. But no, Law says, what do you want? Is that any way to speak to a fellow member of the work generation? Because like, what do you want? I thought he was gonna say, is that any way to speak to a fellow crew member? I'm like, oh wait, it's gonna be crazy. But no. Yeah, but no, he didn't say that. Which is it's okay, because there was no evidence for that theory. It was just just people coming up with random stuff for Law. But since that theory is deconfirmed, it still could be a possibility the Law is part of Sword. That one makes sense because there's actually evidence for it. For Law being part of Sword. So, and since Blackbeard has Kobe, if Law he's not dying. I forgot to mention my go-to joke every time when I think someone's going to die. They're going to print out their obituaries in the newspaper. So next chapter we're probably going to see Law's obituaries. But if he doesn't die, Blackbeard could capture him and he's going to be with Kobe. and maybe we'll learn more about the Rocky Port incident, and hopefully confirm or deconfirm that Law he's part of Sword. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, and now the cover story is also interesting because Aokiji captured. Well, we assume Aokiji, but Aokiji captured sugar. Sugar. No, not sugar. Pudding. That's her name. Pudding. Yeah. So if Aokiji is part of Sword, then and Vlog gets captured and Kobe is captured, like 3 Sword members in Blackbeard's crew. So I don't know, that'll be interesting. That if they're all part of Sword, hopefully, because I think that will be really really interesting if that turns out to be the case.
And I keep asking myself, when will Enel appear?
Oh yeah, to this day, we still ask ourselves when Anno is going to come back, because so far,
if at all.
because so far, if I'm correct, every cover story has come back into the series somehow. Boogie, he ended up in Locktown. So he came back. Django and the Full Body, they ended up with Hina, and then eventually they ended up in Alabasta. So okay, that came back in full circle. Um, Ace, like he started helping a bunch of random people throughout the world, and then eventually he ended up with Blackbeard. So that came full circle. What else? Caribou. He had this whole adventure with the Revolutionary Army, and then since he had this encounter with Drake, that's how he ended up in Wano. I'm like, okay, that came back in full circle. So far, Jinbei also had his own adventure, and Hashi. So Endo is like the only one that hasn't come back in full circle, which is it's crazy. And and also right now, currently, the one with the Germa, it's like the first cover story where what's happening there is correlating to what's happening with the actual story, because Blackbeard, he's making his move. He's like it's showing that Blackbeard, he's making his moves everywhere, like at the same time. So yeah. Another thing I would like to point out for hopefully for the next chapter or the upcoming chapters, since Law, he's a doctor, and since he's going up against Blackbeard, hopefully if we see the fight, Law gives us a hint of why Blackbeard, his body is special. That would be nice to know. Since according to Marco and every other character who like in the Blackbeard crew, Whitebeard crew, they have said that Blackbeard, his body is special, and maybe that's why he managed to eat more than one Deathroot. So hopefully Law gets a hint, and he's a doctor. I guess he will probably know about. He should know, like oh, this is why he's special because of this. So yeah. Hopefully we get to know more a little bit about that. What else? What else for that? And like you said, more of the satellites, more about Vegapunk. Which we're going to get that. We're going to get that. Just now we don't know if it's going to be next chapter or the upcoming chapters, but eventually we will get there. And again, I don't think Vegapunk is evil. I think Vegapunk is neutral, and maybe leaning more to the good guys. I still think that Vegapunk has the potential to be working for the Revolutionary Army in secret. And maybe the Kuma or the Seraphims. I know you haven't seen Star Wars, but like to compare to Star Wars, like Order 66, where all the clones. You know what I'm talking about? Order 66. Does that ring a bell?
You're just saying words at this point.
Okay. So I guess so in Star Wars, in the episode 3, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think it's episode 3, where which is the 6th movie that came out. But anyway, so episode 3. The clones, right? You know that, at least the clones.
Yeah.
So
the stormtroopers,
yeah. So there's clone troopers and the stormtroopers. So clone troopers, they're all clones, and so they're like, okay, they follow orders and whatever. But the Emperor, Right, yeah, Palpatine. What's the Palpatine? I don't know. I'm not like a big Star Wars guy, so I don't know names or whatever. But I seen the movie at least. So the Emperor, he gave the clones the secret order, Order 66, where when he says Order 66, every clone will betray the Jedi, and they start killing the Jedi. That's the Jedi's got wiped out and all that. So if Vegapunk he's working for the Revolutionary Army, maybe he has his own Order 66 for the pacifistas, for Kuma, for the Seraphim. Although he loves Star Wars, he's like a huge Star Wars nerd. So maybe he will do like his own version of Order 66. I think that would be interesting. I'm not the first one who mentioned this. Actually, King Lightning, he's the one who mentions this the most. He's like, Order 66. He's like, oh, Vegapunk, I don't know where he's gonna be like Order 66, and then all the pacifistas they go up against the Marines and the the Yambros and whatever, the Cyberpol Asians. So yeah, that would be interesting to see. In the future, whenever that happens, probably in the final war, if Vegapunk turns out to be good, it could be like a last minute thing. I can see it. Like, oh, the good guys are losing, but I know where Vegapunk reveals he's a good guy, and then the the ties change for the good guy side. So yeah. Now I think that's all. We did the predictions, and yeah. So yeah, that's the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Dislike if you don't. Subscribe. You want to say something though?
Hit the subscribe button just like Kanye be hitting us with some very, very controversial comments.
Yeah. Whatever. Like I will still listen to his music. I don't care. That's just me though. I understand if you will stop supporting the guy. But I will still listen to him. It's whatever. Uh, it's Kanye though. Like we always say that he's not gonna do anything. Like he's not gonna do one up himself, but he does always. He always does.
Somehow.
Somehow. And then there's people like me who doesn't care. And then there's the people who they say, "Oh, I will never forgive him for what he said," but then there will be the first people buying his next album. So yeah. I'm in the camp where I just don't care, and and since I pirate everything, so it's not like I support him. It's not like I support him anyway. So I listen to his music, but I'm not buying a stem player or his albums or whatever. So either his clothing. So yeah. But yeah, but yeah, do that. Hit the subscribe button. And comment. Comment if you're in that camp of if you like that fetish. Actually, I haven't checked if someone left a comment in the last video. Let me check right now. No. But 10 views, decent amount. So yeah. All right.
So no commenter today. Okay.
Nah. Sadly, no commenter today. But yeah. Eventually, I don't know. Eventually. Maybe next video someone's going to comment like, oh yeah, I'm into that. I'm into that fetish, But yeah.